What's going on, guys? In this video we are going to see how to calculate the input resistor of this transistor model. Now here I'm going to draw the equivalent model of this circuit. Let's see how it's going to look like. Okay, let's go ahead and draw the equivalent model. The equivalent model will look like this. And then here we will have something like this. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. First, this one attached to the ground. This one attached to the ground. And here we will have V5 plus minus V5. And here we will have current IX. Actually, this one is Vx. Current Ix going through this. And this is, here we will have a resistance that is V51, and this is R51 resistance, and after that here we will have a current source, that is GM1 V51, and here we will have another resistance that is R52. The voltage across that is V52, and the current source here is GM2 V52. GM2 V52. Okay, now that's it for this. This is the resistance. And after that we are going to apply KVL to the input loop. If we apply KVL to the input loop, that's going to be negative Vx plus V51 plus V52 is equal to 0. Therefore Vx is equivalent to V51 plus V52. And then we are going to apply Kirchoff's current law here. Current entering should be equivalent to current exiting. And if we do that, this is going to be KCL. Here Ix is entering through this side, so we will have Ix here, and GM1 V51 entering through this side, so plus GM1 V51, and the current exiting is voltage over resistance, that's V52 over R52. V52 over R52. Now from this one, if we rearrange this one in terms of V52, then we have to multiply everything by R52, because we just have to move this R52 to the other side, so we have to multiply everything by R52. So this is going to be R52 Ix plus R52 times GM1 V51. Okay, now this is the equation in terms of V52. Now here our main interest is finding an equation in terms of Vx over Ix, because that is the input resistance. Rin is equal to Vx over Ix. That's what we are trying to find. Now here we have an equation for V52, and for Vx, this is V52 right here. For Vx we have an equation right here. So we are going to apply this V52 in this equation. So Vx is equal to V51. Instead of V52, we are going to plug what we derived here. So instead of V52, I put R52 Ix plus R52 GM1 V51. Okay, now we have Vx. Now we need Ix as well. To get Ix, there's a trick we can do. What is that is, instead of this V51, we can replace that one with V51. We can keep it as it is, v5 we need ix here, so instead of this v51, what we can do is ix times r51 is equal to v51, because v is equal to ir. So ix times r51, okay, ix times r51. Oh, we don't even need to do that because we already have ix here, so we can just keep the v51 as it is and solve for this one. Vx is equal to, we can take v51 common if we do that, and here we have ix r52 here. Let me write that one first. Ix r52 plus 1 plus gm1 r52 times v51. Okay, this is what we have, ix r52, and then instead of v51, now we can do one more thing, because we want to take ix commons. In that way we can easily take this ix out. So ix r52, instead of this v51, as I mentioned before, we can write it as ix times r51, ix times r51. In that way we can take ix common. So if you take ix common, this one just r52, and then plus 1 plus gm1 r52 multiplied by ix r51. ix, but I cannot take r51 common because r51 is not here, so I multiply r51 everything, these two, because r51 is not necessary outside, so I multiply here and also here, so r51 remains inside, ix remains outside. So if we rearrange this one, vx over ix is equal to r52 plus r51 plus gm1 r51 times r52. Okay, so this is vx over ix. Now from this one we can, vx over ix is, we know that there is r input, so r input is equal to r51 plus, instead of gm1 r51 we can put beta 1, because beta 1 is equal to this one, so beta 1 times r52 plus r52, and here if we take r52 common, this is going to be, let's go ahead and continue right here. R input is equal to r51 plus beta 1 plus 1 r52, and that is the R input, and that's how we do that. I hope you guys find this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you are trying to learn electronics, there are a bunch of videos in my playlist. I hope you guys watch that too, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.